Okay, so in this video, we have a Moorish Batman and a Moorish Robin getting together for a nice Moorish powwow. So in this video, we're going to get a glimpse at what two Moorish sovereigns talk about. And, you know, these guys seem to be on top of the world. They're just riding around in an automobile, personal conveyance. So we're going to just see what these guys talk about. And in the comment section, I would like everyone to mention which Moorish sovereign they think Moorish Batman is and which Moorish sovereign they think the Moorish Robin is. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, that doggone Roman base started this trip. Called me out, told me to bring my butt up on out of here. See, I had to throw my fez on real quick.
Peace.
Y'all know what time it is.
Islam nobles.
The world is in trouble when we get together. I just want y'all to know. It's all gravy when we come together, man. We have that powwow. Y'all don't know what we're talking about, though. It's only us that know. It's confidential. You got something to say to the brothers and sisters out there, the nobles?
I just want to say,
we out. I'm pulling off.
I just want to say thank y'all for being noble. Happy Holy Day to all my beautiful people, men and women. Educate your children. Be in their life. Be positive to them. Uplift them. Pray that I uplift mine, you know. I just want to say I think the Creator, Allah, we also know him as Yahuwah, or Yah. Some know him as Jah. And I just say the great I am. For keeping me, getting me through the snow so I can see my children soon after I drop out these vehicles. I just want to say I'm so thankful and grateful for the many gifts that I'm given in this life. Because this life is too short and sweet to waste time. So enjoy and spend the time you have wisely. That's one thing I wanted to say.
Islam, brother. That was a very nice and heartfelt speech. Very good.
I haven't seen the elder in a minute, but he be in his doom buggies rolling me around the city whenever I come out.
Oh, yeah.
And I thank him for the gratitude that he bestowed upon me, you know. Wave at the brother. I don't know all his people, but we decided to do the live on his phone.
Yeah.
That's how wonderful and magnificent the elder is.
Thank you for the compliment. You want to put your belt?
For sure.
Okay, stop. Yeah.
For sure. If y'all coming out here, please know that it's a lot of snow. So it's best you stay towards the east or the west, Midwest, I mean. You know, or down south towards Texas or something. But I mean, we just doing things that are pleasing to God, you know, helping the people, helping the culture, uplifting the culture. I've been laying kind of low because I got some things coming up the pipeline. And I don't talk about, I don't talk about my projects because that's nobody's business but me and Allah. But just know I got some things coming up the pipeline to inspire more Moors to help each other, you know, because that's what it's about.
Should we hop on the freeway?
It don't matter.
Maybe hop on the freeway, I-5.
You got something to say?
Oh, we hopping on I-5. Y'all want to go for a ride? It's going to be live. That rhymes, huh? It's live, see? It's good to see y'all. I don't make many lives. And y'all can see all of my current events that I'm posting about taking the Pharaoh's pen back from the crooked people in the White House.
What you talking about, Willis?
Taking the Pharaoh's pen back from the crooked people in the White House. You know, the White House belongs to the Moors.
Wrong.
You know, the White House belongs to the Moors. You know, the White House belongs to the Moors. You know, the White House belongs to the Moors. My job is to put our flag back up on top of the White House, the Moroccan flag. The Star Spangled Banner that's up there, they're claiming it as theirs. All Moors, all for them, it's all Moors. 50 stars, all Moors. When you go to these or attend these courts, they got your banner up there calling it a flag, and you in a Moorish court or Moroccan court, but you don't know that. You think you in a European court. They don't have a court, nobles. They ain't nothing. They don't have no flag or land.
What in the doohickey is this man talking about? It's absolutely amazing that the minute the camera is turned onto this Moorish fool, he is speaking a bunch of rubbish. Everything that man just said is absolutely incorrect. This is absolutely mind-blowing how wrong someone can be.
My job is to put our flag back up on top of the White House, the Moroccan flag. The Star Spangled Banner that's up there, they're claiming it as theirs. All Moors, all for them, it's all Moors. 50 stars, all Moors. When you go to these or attend these courts, they got your banner up there calling it a flag, and you in a Moorish court or Moroccan court, but you don't know that. You think you in a European court. They don't have a court, nobles. They ain't nothing. They don't have no flag or land. There is no constitutional rights. It's only treaty rights.
Wrong.
There is no constitutional rights. It's only treaty rights. And if you know how much land we own, you will really know that the Pharaohs own both sides of the earth or ruled both sides of the earth. And the military was like that, both sides. So now we're broken down to these lawyers telling us what to do. So one thing I want you to know, if you're listening to me, like if you get a lawsuit filed against you, like from the state of Washington against you, the state of Washington is owned by the Moors.
Wrong.
Like if you get a lawsuit filed against you, like from the state of Washington against you, the state of Washington is owned by the Moors. The state of Washington is owned by the Moors. The state of Washington is owned by the Moors. The state of Washington is owned by the Moors. And then you'll see a lawyer pop up. A lawyer comes and represent a Moor. Lawyers are forbidden here all day long.
Wrong.
And then you'll see a lawyer pop up. A lawyer comes and represent a Moor. Lawyers are forbidden here all day long. Lawyers, judges, they're all British. They came here with the King George III during the 13 colonies, and they regulated the 13 colonies, and that's what you in now.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
Lawyers, judges, they're all British. They came here with the King George III during the 13 colonies.
Wrong.
And they regulated the 13 colonies, and that's what you in now. Lawyers, judges, they're all British. They came here with the King George III during the 13 colonies, and they regulated the 13 colonies, and that's what you in now.
Every single thing coming out of this man's mouth is absolutely wrong. It is an absolute shame that this man actually believes the things that are coming out of his mouth. And what's more ridiculous is that he expects us to believe the things that are coming out of his mouth. Somebody needs to staple this man's mouth shut, or even cut out his tongue so that way he can't even talk anymore.
Lawyers, judges, they're all British. They came here with the King George III during the 13 colonies, and they regulated the 13 colonies, and that's what you in now, the 13 colonies. You're not in no so-called United States of America, which is a business which is owned by the Moors.
Wrong.
This man clearly hates the United States, but yet he just makes a claim that the Moors own the United States. So pretty much he hates his own government that his people own. You see how ridiculous the things are that are coming out of this man's mouth? Somebody just needs to gag him so that way he can't even talk anymore. This is utterly ridiculous, the things that he is saying.
The 13 colonies. You're not in no so-called United States of America, which is a business which is owned by the Moors. You in Morocco.
Wrong.
You're not in no so-called United States of America, which is a business which is owned by the Moors. You in Morocco. That's the landmass of both sides of the earth upon which our women rule the earth. So when you over here talking about a lawyer coming up and appearing for the state of Washington, and then they got your banner up there talking about it's theirs, they're British, they're war criminals, and they're traitors, and need to chop their damn heads off.
Wow, this Moorish sovereign is very violent. He's now talking about chopping people's heads off. I don't even get what he's so angry about. This dude is absolutely ridiculous.
So when you over here talking about a lawyer coming up and appearing for the state of Washington, and then they got your banner up there talking about it's theirs, they're British, they're war criminals, and they're traitors, and need to chop their damn heads off. You know,
To chime in, it's like there's no statute of limitation on fraud. And what I basically mean by that is just because they decided to allegedly conquer the people who were on the land, the indigenous people, and subdue us, doesn't mean that everything was just handed over to them. You know, everything was just handed over to them. It don't work like that. You know, the UN has already dealt with this. Several other agencies have dealt with this, and this is the purpose of them establishing a one world order with these people kept intact. And you know, it's just not going to go down the way people think it is. Before anyone has the control of this world, the world will turn on itself and destroy itself. So don't get it twisted. Just be connected to the right people in these last days, because it's like, there's nothing like having the right people around you. If you have positive energy around you, it's going to manifest more positive energy. So that's what you should be focused on. Building your team up, your dream team per se, of people who are like-minded in the thought, people who are like-minded in the finance, and people who are like-minded in going forward with the chain of events, because of the fact that you don't want to be distracted by no infidel.
Yes, ma'am. We were playing hangman.
You know, you don't want to be distracted by someone that doesn't take life serious and value life like you do. You want to be on top of everything so that you won't have to worry about being the underdog, because knowledge is the power of the day. The more you know, the further you go.
knowledge in action. Without action, the knowledge is like a dream. You have to have action to get there.
Correct.
And then to make sure you get and know what kind of results you want to take or get. So knowledge and power is really the power. Knowledge and action is the power.
Like he said, your actions speak louder than your words.
For real.
So if you're going to say something or express something to your brother, like they say, am I my brother's keeper or my sister's keeper? Absolutely. As long as you perpendicular to the truth, you know, I'm going to be your keeper. But when you shy off and you do some extra extravagant garbage, I can't help you. I got to stay away from you, because now what you're doing is you're tampering with my peace and my sanity, and I could not have that. So, you know, always be aware of your surroundings and always be mindful and respectful of your brothers and your sisters' peace, because it's nothing like a peace of mind. It's nothing like a sound mind. So if you beat people peace, they'll be your peace.
What in the doohickey is this man talking about?
On every level. So, you know, practice that part of your preaching. Practice that part of your prayer. You know, learn how to beat people peace. Don't be that demon. Don't be on demon time. You see? Don't be on none of that weird stuff. You see? Learn how to beat other people peace. Because when you see Moors, we're always in a peaceful state of mind until someone disturbs that peace. It could be a spouse, it could be a friend, it could be a stranger, anyone. You know, learn how to be at peace. because that's what we practice. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
How in the doohickey do you guys practice love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, but the man sitting right next to you was just talking about decapitating people for no apparent reason? You guys are walking contradictions.
And if we ain't receiving them all, then what is one? What's the significance of one? All of them are important. All of them are important. So, you know, this is what I teach. This is what I follow. This is what I mimic. You know, like I said, learn how to be people's peace. Don't learn how to be people, the person that people despise. And that's all I really got to say, man. The elder wanted me to chime in. I really don't do lives much anymore because there's so much negativity in the world. But that's it.
So, peace and love, Islam family.
And so more
love you.
Love.
Hotep.
Hotep and Imhotep.
All that.
All I can say is wow. I've certainly lost some brain cells listening to these two morons talk. The crazy part here is that these two brothers really thought they were getting deep with what they were saying. Like the elder, everything he said was absolutely wrong. And then the big one, whether he's Batman or the Robin, he was just rambling. Like, this is what Moorish men sit around and talk about? This is utterly ridiculous and embarrassing. I'll check you guys out on the next video.
Why did a Mexican throw his wife off the bridge?
Why?
Tequila!